Hi everybody. Okay, so I had a request, and this will be my video of the day. My inbox had actually 3 messages in it asking about my tattoos. Now I know in some of my videos you can see the one on my wrist, and maybe that is why somebody had asked. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and show you some pictures. I am not going to show myself today as I have absolutely no makeup on and I look wretched. So the one thing I do want to put out there real super quick is that all of my tattoos were done professionally by licensed tattoo artists, and none of them were ever picked off of a wall like flash art, you know, when you can walk into a tattoo studio and they have tattoo pictures all over the walls. Mine were either drawn by myself or they are from portraits. So none of them, like actual portraits, not flash portraits. None of them are just random. They all have significant meaning to me. I feel they were done tastefully. They were done exactly how I wanted them. And I don't have any gaudy tattoos, and what I mean by that is tattoos on my neck or my face. I don't have any tramp stamps, you know, where you get a tattoo above your butt crack. I don't have any of those. I do not have any tattoos on my chest. I just don't like those kind of tattoos. That's my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it. That's just how I feel. So I have never gotten any of those, and I never will. So basically, here we go as far as what I do have. My very first tattoo is actually a black tribal rose that I got when I was, I believe, 16. Now this was back before, you know, they had state laws and health laws governing your age, and you had to have parental permission, etc., etc. So it is a black tribal rose, and I actually drew that myself. What it means to me, because all of my tattoos symbolize things for me, what it meant is no matter how raggedy and tough looking I am, I'm still beautiful. No matter, you know, if I'm having a bad day or whatnot, you know, to me, I'm still beautiful. Sorry about that. And so for me, that's kind of what I put into that tattoo, to make it, you know, something that nobody else has. You know, it's black work, it's shaded, you know, I didn't do it in color, and I really wanted to make it, you know, something that symbolized me at the time. So that is the first one. And then my second one is actually a portrait of my grandma, which was taken from a portrait that she had done shortly before she passed away. And if you watched my other videos, you know that my grandma was like my best friend ever. And so I really wanted to keep her with me always. And I went and I got this tattoo done, and it took almost 5 hours to do it, to get the shading right, to get her face right, etc., etc. I did want it to be a black and gray tattoo. However, in this portrait that I took in there to the tattoo artist, my grandma had a purple sweater on, so he thought it would be, you know, kind of cool to throw that little purple aspect in there, which I agree with, you know, after he did it. And then, you know, it just kind of symbolizes that she's always with me regardless, even though it's been 17 years since she has passed away. My next tattoo is for my son, Chaden. And this tattoo, I actually took his footprints from his birth certificate that we got at the hospital and had them tattooed. Now this is in between my shoulder blades. I'm sure you can kind of see a little smidge of a bra strap in the picture. It is between my shoulder blades. Those are his actual footprints. This picture was actually taken right after I got home. So it, it's shiny and it looks really dark. It has, evened out now, and it is not that dark, and it does have his name in the middle of it. The reason I did that is prior to having Chaden, I had 6 miscarriages, and I was not, thinking that I was ever going to have a baby. And then when I did have him, to me, it was such, a miracle, basically, that I wanted to keep, again, a piece of him with me always, and I thought, what better than his little footprints? So that is what I got for him. My next one is actually a tattoo that my mom and I had done together. We both got the same exact tattoo. We just chose our own colors, and we got it for Mother's Day. So what we did is we both kind of agreed on, a lock and a key, excuse me, to symbolize, that we're always there for each other. She has my heart, I have hers. We love each other regardless of what life can throw at us. We're always going to be there for each other. And then the L on the side, both of our names start with an L, so we kind of thought that was neat to have that put in there too. It's a special thing with my mom because we went together, and she got hers and I got mine, and okay. And then the next one is my leaf bunch with the flowers. There are 3 leaves, and they symbolize, this one for me was really special. My grandpa passed away when I was 8, between 8 and 9, and I believe I talked about that in another video. Well, my uncle, who is his son, also passed away, and then very unexpectedly, my cousin, who is my uncle's son, also passed away. So 3 generations of men passed away in my family, and they were all so very important to me. So I wanted to get something that was kind of a remembrance or symbolized, my love for them, because all 3 were tragic passings to me. And the bottom leaf represents my grandpa, the middle one is my uncle, and the top one is my cousin. And then the little shoots and the flower on the side kind of represent, that life does go on, and that there's always going to be new life, and, that things are going to be okay. So that was kind of the inspiration behind that. And then, let me see here, my last one is the one on my wrist. This is the one that you guys have probably seen if I'm talking on my videos, because I talk a lot with my hands. I'm very animated that way. And it is a little bird with music notes coming out by its beak. And basically what that represents to me is, one of my favorite authors is Maya Angelou. And I don't know if any of you have ever read her book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. It really hit a nerve with me, because I totally had a lot of the same things happen to me that she had happened to her. Being abused, being raped, being molested, just being hurt in general, and really knowing why the cage bird sings. So for me, it really symbolizes all the pain that I have had and that I have gone through in my life. And, you know, I thought, what better way to do that with, you know, than with this. So basically that is what that represents. I will probably end up getting more tattoos in the future. I have always kept my tattoos, to me, classy, I guess. They are nothing that I am embarrassed about. You know, you see some people and they try to hide their tattoos and whatever. Mine all mean things to me, and I mean, I'm proud of them. If I wasn't, I wouldn't have gotten them. However, you know, as I worked, or when I worked as a chemical dependency counselor, you know, I was never asked to not show them, but just out of respect, you know, I wore clothes that somewhat covered them up, and you know, that was just something that I did. So all of mine can be covered. The tribal rose is on my arm. My grandma tattoo is on my leg. Obviously, my son's footprints are behind my shoulder blades, or between my shoulder blades. The heart and locket, or the heart locket and key is on my leg. My flowers are on my leg, and then my bird is on my wrist. So those are my tattoos. Again, I apologize for not being in the video. However, I look hideous today, and I have no makeup on. But I hope that answers your questions. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. If you have any requests, you know, feel free to inbox me like a couple people did, and I'll be more than happy to see if I can accommodate your requests. I have no problem in showing my tattoos. Yeah, so I hope everybody enjoys this, and I hope you have a great day. I will see you later. Bye.